guys, and welcome back to Tomi's, where you already know it's your girl Tomi, and I am back with another video. Subscribe. So in today's video, I am actually at a hotel in Shimonoseki. I don't even know if those words mean anything to you guys, because before I came to Japan, I didn't even know where Shimonoseki was. But I am at a hotel with my Japanese family. They actually took me on a little family getaway trip type thing, just like a weekend overnight trip, you know what I mean? And we are actually gonna go for breakfast at 9 and then start our day, because it's just a one night thing. So we're gonna go home tonight, so we're trying to get an early start so we can get as much as we can done, and you know, y'all get the tea. So I had this amazing lighting. Like, this isn't even my usual ring light lighting. This is literally just natural light coming in from my hotel window, and I was like, wait, if I have this light, then why not finally do the get ready with me video that I have been promising you guys that I was going to do. So my hair is already done and my makeup is here in front of me. Well, as much of it as I could pack in my little getaway weekend bag. And yeah, we're gonna do our makeup and chat. Get ready with me. It's kind of early. Not kinda. What time is it? It's 7:48. It's really early. And I just realized I don't have a mirror, and I can't do my makeup like with the camera. So I'm gonna go source a mirror and then I'll be right back. Okay, so I found this little mirror. I don't know why I would show you guys, but I found this little mirror over there somewhere. So I think it's perfect, so we can go ahead and do our little makeup-y. Anyway, I have the questions here that you guys asked me on Instagram, so we are going to answer these, let you guys into my life a little bit. I mean, a lot. I tell you guys everything, yeah, while we do our makeup. So let's start. The first question is actually favorite pizza topping. So what is my favorite pizza topping? And if you guys know me, then you already know the answer to this. I absolutely love me a Hawaiian pizza. Like, I don't even care. Hawaiian pizza is just it for me. A lot of people don't like it, and I don't get why. It's the perfect combination of sweet and savory. Like, the pineapple gives it that nice sweet, and then, you know, the cheese and the sauce. Oh, you guys, I don't understand how you cannot like pineapple pizza. I don't understand, bitch. Anyway, I will just speed through my eyebrows and then I'll answer another question, because I can't do my eyebrows on camera. It's too difficult for me. So this eyebrow actually took me 9 minutes, and we're speeding through it at 20x speed right now. But if you're interested, I'll talk you through it. So I used LA Girl Pro Concealer at a lighter shade to do under my eyes, and then I use a darker shade to do on top of my eyes so it will blend better with my foundation, and I use an angled brush for under my eye and then a flat brush for on top of my eye. That's it. Okay, y'all, I'm looking kind of ashy right now, but we'll get there. Also, I don't know if I remember to say this disclaimer before, but this is not a makeup tutorial, okay? I'm just kind of showing you guys what I'm using, because people are always asking me like what type of makeup I use out here in Japan. But that's it. I don't know how to do my makeup. I just do my makeup in 5 minutes and then I leave. Anyway, the second question is actually, what is your dream car? And let me tell you, I have a dream that one day I will own a van. But not like this type, the other type. I want like one of those Audi vans, or... oh, by the way, this is primer. Anyway, as I was saying, I hope to one day own one of those Audi vans, or probably a CX-5. I like those too. Anything that is a van, I like those. I really like really big cars, okay? And no offense to Sexy Sherry, I love my little tiny car. It's a really nice starter car, especially for like learning to reverse park or parallel park and all of those. And I mean, this car is definitely for a learning curve, but for a dream car, no, I'm gonna go rub this out and come back. I cannot, this is driving me crazy. Okay, so I think I might have OD'd a little bit with the face primer, but as long as it comes together in the end, it's all cool, okay? Because I don't know what I'd be looking like right now. Ah, this is so scary. Anyway, next question. Are you planning on staying in Japan or going to come back to Jamaica? My end goal is definitely not to stay in Japan. I appreciate all that Japan has done for me. Oh, this is my foundation, by the way. It's L'Oreal True Match. I appreciate all that Japan has done for me, but I don't see myself living in Japan long term, just because, I don't know, like Japan is for some people. Some people come here, they love it and stuff, but not me. I struggle a lot with living in Japan. Just like the basic necessities. We're not even gonna get into the language barrier and the fact that I suck and did not study any Japanese. But if you're gonna talk about shopping or just being able to run to the store and pick up something last minute because you decided that you wanted to go somewhere, well, that is shopping again. Just the little things, those are the things that really like make me not want to live in Japan, because life shouldn't be this hard. You know what I mean? I don't want to live in a place where it's always gonna be this hard. Like, I can appreciate all that Japan has to offer but still not want to live here, so please don't come for me. I just need to live somewhere where it's a little bit easier to exist as a fat person, a black person, just as a person. I just want to live somewhere where it's easier to exist as a person. I don't know if that's gonna be Jamaica or I'm gonna try some other country in the future, but I definitely don't plan on living in Japan forever. I don't even know if that's what the question was. Anyway, next question. Favorite Japanese food? So I have a little secret to tell y'all, okay? Secret. I have actually been really starting to like sushi.
You need to leave. It's disgusting.
It's just this one specific type of sushi. I get it at the 100 yen store and it is absolutely delicious. Oh my god, it's this salmon that is kind of partially cooked and then they put cheese or mayonnaise on top. Chef's kiss. Chef's kiss. It is absolutely delicious. I'm dying here. My makeup is not coming out properly and I will wipe this shit off. Oh my god. Yeah, so it's not to say that sushi has suddenly become my favorite Japanese food, but since we're on the topic of food, I just wanted to mention that. So my favorite Japanese food is actually katsudon, which is deep fried chicken in egg. And if you didn't know, like, it's kind of freaky because the name actually means mother and child, because you're eating like a partially raw egg with a chicken, and the chicken and the egg are like mom and child. So it's kind of freaky, but it's actually really delicious. So I love me some katsudon, no joke. And that's on period. Okay, next question. While I still try to stop looking like a freaking Oompa Loompa.
Jesus is Lord!
What is your philosophy in life? What do you think your life purpose is? So my philosophy has always been, without confidence, you are twice defeated in the race of life. But with confidence, you have won even before the race has begun. I absolutely love that philosophy. I actually came across it and it started being my life's philosophy when I was doing this modeling competition. I think it was Miss Teen St. Thomas at the time, and I just never let it go, because as a black person living in Japan, as a fat person existing on earth, as a black woman, you need to have like confidence in everything that you do, because people are always trying to put you down, make you feel less than, and you always have to remind yourself that like, yes, I am me and I will always be me regardless, and that's on period, and the me that I'm being is absolutely perfect, and you can never ever ever forget that, or the haters will roll in trying to tell you you are not perfect and you are not good enough, which we both know that yes, the heck you are. Okay, what was the second part of this question? My life's purpose? I actually don't know what my life's purpose is. I always thought that it was somehow to motivate or inspire people to be their best selves, but can that actually be a life's purpose? I don't know. Y'all tell me. But if it is, then I do believe that my life purpose is kind of centered around making people feel like their best self, or pushing people to be their absolute best self. Next question. Do you think being in Japan has affected your mental health?
Abso-fucking-lutely.
Yes. 100% yes. Explain. Daijoubu, I got you. So living in Japan has affected my mental health in several different ways. Okay, Japan has affected my mental health because living in Japan as a foreigner is hard. Living in Japan as a black woman foreigner is harder. Living in Japan as anything other than Japanese is always gonna be hard. And you are away from your family. Like, I've been away from my family for the last 3 years, so that hasn't been good for my mental health. And also, I've been away from like my friends and everything that I know, and the only language that is spoken around me is Japanese, like 99% of the time. All of these things are things that affect your mental health eventually, you know what I mean? It's not the easiest thing to live in Japan, but it's also, I don't know. The answer is definitely yes. So next question is, what are societal issues you tend to lean or advocate towards? Oh, I like these questions. So some of the societal issues that I really lean towards: Black Lives Matter. I'll always support that because obvious reasons. Probably not now because I don't know what's happening with my makeup. I also support LGBTQ+. Will always support that. Child advocacy groups, I always will support those, because when it comes down to the kids, I like fighting for people who aren't like able to fight for themselves. And for like Black Lives Matters, that's an obvious reason. And like LGBTQ+, like love is love, and people should be able to love anyone that they want. So those are some of the things that I will always fight for. I like a lot of things, and anything that someone can like come to me and explain if I don't understand, I am going to advocate for it because it's what I do. Next question. Would you ever try moving to South Korea or another country to teach? So let me tell y'all the tea with South Korea, okay? I actually really wanted to teach in South Korea after visiting South Korea back in 2019. So I was asking around, and I realized that the South Korean program that would be like the JET program in South Korea actually does not accept Jamaican applicants, because Jamaicans aren't noted as one of the English speaking countries in South Korea. I mean, it's pretty simple, even though it's really not, because of course Jamaicans do speak English, but sometimes a lot of people don't know that. So we are often given like some sticky situations. I think some of the only countries that can actually teach English in South Korea are Australia, America, Canada, and the UK, I think, which is totally fine, you know. Do your thing, South Korea. I mean, I'm not missing out. You are. Even though I'd really love to come. Okay, next question. Worst date I've ever had, or the most disappointing date I've ever had? So, this one time I went out with a guy. He was light-skinned and I don't know, he was just so awkward the whole time. He thought we were having a really good time too, which was really weird because I was having such a bad time. I remember just sitting there thinking like, I will never ever be seeing you again. But he was having such a good time. Like, I would try to give a joke because I think I'm somewhat of a funny person. I don't really know. Some people think so, some people don't, you know. People have their own opinions, whatever. But he kept on saying stuff like, oh, shut up, you're not funny. And this was like our first date, and he wasn't saying it in like a joking way either. He's like, try harder, that's not even funny. I'm like,
child. Anyway, so
at the end of the date, he was trying to walk me home, and I didn't want him to walk me home because I felt really awkward with it. Apparently it's something that Americans do, and this was an American guy. So we argued for about 30 minutes back and forth because he insisted that he must walk me home because it's the gentlemanly thing to do. And of course, I'm like, sir, you are not coming to my house, and the more you insist, the less I want you to come to my house because now it's getting awkward. Anyway, funny story is, he actually asked me to like go on another date because he's like, he just wants to show me the type of person that he actually is. Then when we went on the second date, because of course I agreed because I'm Tomi, it was even worse than the first date because of course in the second date he was trying to make up for all of the mistakes that he thought he made in the first date, which just made it even more awkward. So I'm like, no, thank you, but no. No. Next question, because no. Are you bisexual?
Why are you gay?
Who says I'm gay?
You are gay.
Question 2. What's your plans for future Tomi post Japan? Job, country, kids? I want to have a lot of kids. I don't know if I've ever said that to you guys, but I do. I love kids. I absolutely know for sure that at some point in my life I want to have kids. Country, I'm not so sure about that yet. I keep telling myself that I need to like figure out what I'm doing with my life, but also every time I try to think about my life or try to make something happen with my life, I start to get like extreme anxiety because I'm like, oh my god, time is running out, yet I'm not doing anything to actually help myself. It's a strange phenomenon. So I don't really know what is up for future Tomi. I know that even if I have to get a surrogate though, we're gonna have some kids because I want them a lot. Okay, next question. Have you ever had trouble with robbery or crime? I guess you mean like in Japan. And the answer to that would be an easy no. I've never had any problems with like people trying to rob me or like crime in Japan. I've never had any problems with anything like that, so there's literally nothing to tell. So on to question next. Are you giving up your car since you're moving? No. No. Actually, I thought about it because, as I said, I am moving to a much bigger city, and initially I thought I was gonna be in the countryside. So I was like, okay, probably they'll allow me to drive to work because you're actually not allowed to drive to work. I'm fine because it is so hot. But yeah, I won't be giving up my car. Me and Sexy Sherry forever. How would you describe your life in 3 words? 4 years ago versus now. So if I was to describe my life 4 years ago, I would definitely say broken. I was going through a lot. And 4 years ago, I would be in college, so I would say stressed, but happy. Because even though college was a rough time for me, the goal of like finishing school, it kept me going, and I always knew what was next. Next year, I would be doing a next year of college. You know what I mean? Now, the 3 words I would use to describe my life are maybe anxious, because I have a lot of anxiety about literally everything. I don't know when I became this person, but I feel like it's because you're getting older, so you have so much more concern about like so many more things, but still blessed. I don't know how many of you believe in God, but listen, my mom died when I was 13, and I've been through some things, but I'm still living, I'm still smiling, and that is all because of the grace of God. Trust me. Because half the things I've been through, stronger men have died for less. Okay? So I guess blessed, anxious, and still happy is my final word. Happy. I'm happy. I'm grateful and happy. Okay, next question. Do you dread some things and then end up doing them in a rush? Yes. Yes. Oh my god, this is the story of my life. So, listen. I'm gonna use the simplest story ever to explain this, but there are worse scenarios, okay? But shopping in Japan is really hard. I can't find like pants that will fit me, and certain things just won't fit. Anything that has to go over my arm, because I really do have like big hands. So I always think about buying stuff online, but it takes like 3 weeks to ship anything like from Fashion Nova or something to come to Japan, right? So I'm always thinking in advance like I should shop online, but then I'm anxious about it because I'm like, the stuff are gonna come, they're not gonna fit, maybe I should just try finding something in stores. Then the 3-week mark passes and I can't buy anything online anymore because then it won't come in time for what I need it to be worn to. So the answer is just yes, because that is the simplest occurrence of this. Okay y'all, so I'm just about done and my battery is dying, so I'm gonna go plug that in. And breakfast is by 9 and it's 8:42 right now, so I have to go get dressed and go down to breakfast expeditiously because we're not gonna miss that. So all I'm gonna do right now is just kind of wipe off the dust from my face and put on some setting spray. Then I'm gonna go get dressed, and then that will be the end of this video. But thank you guys for chilling with me for so long. Okay, just give me 1 more second and I'll be back. Okay, mate. Unfortunately, I didn't get to film the outro for this video because we left to go to the aquarium exactly after breakfast. But I had such an amazing day with my Japanese family. We saw a dolphin show. We saw so many things. This is what the face bead actually came out looking like. And this was my outfit for the day. Until next time, homies.